You can speak.
Yo, what's up? Here to drink some beer.
Here to drink some beer is right. Why is it? It's a little bit echoey, but I guess I'm okay with it for now.
You better be okay with it.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, it's... Wow. A lot of beer is going to be happening here real soon. Wow. It's buzzing. Good. Just talk. You talk.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. You talk.
What's up?
You sound like perfect.
Say it, talk again.
Thank you.
Talk. His sounds great. There. A little bit more? What?
Better?
Ish. Wow, what's going on?
Is it better now?
Why? Me? I can hear myself now.
Yeah, it's because your voice is so loud it's coming in his microphone.
Oh. Okay.
It happens all the time.
That no wonder.
Happens every time I'm here, actually.
Okay. It just
3.
sounded different, so I wanted to say something.
Yeah, it is a little bit because, yeah. Do you want to redo that?
Yeah, we can just restart.
Hi. Can't even see you.
Can't even see me. I have to
That's
lean
why we
in.
need a video person. And now if you lean in there. I don't know what's going on.
All right, restart. Hey, guys.
Is that
Okay.
Kerner?
No, it's Tommy Dick.
Hi, Tommy, bitch.
There has been an awakening.
Has there?
Yeah, I said.
Have you felt it?
Hello, what have we here?
You guys are so funny.
Hello. Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Squadron Podcast here. I am Mopar.
Our commander called
Get ready for this. We've got Beer Guru, Mr. Alex, here with us.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Do you have an alias that
No.
you want to go by?
Next time.
All right, we got next time here. He's about to bust out the beer for us.
Can't wait to next time. Okay, so we have Alex here. We're gonna be doing a beer episode here. So he brought 4 different beers for us to try. We're gonna be talking about him here real quick, but
Yeah.
before we get
We'll
started,
get into that as we go.
yeah, that's the plan.
No one knows who we are yet.
We are a Rogue Squadron podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on there, give us a quick rating and a review, and Rogue Squad Pod on all the Instagrams and
all the Instagrams.
both of them.
Is there more than one?
Both of them. And Twitter. And then you can also like us on Facebook, Rogue Squadron Podcast. So we would appreciate all
Only
that.
if you actually like us.
Also, if you do
I don't want
fucking
any
like us,
fake-ass people on this
why don't you
shit.
go on there and say something and talk about some shit and call us assholes. I don't give a damn. Do it.
I do. I give
We
it
like
if
to-
you don't say anything.
Oh, yeah. I'm offended right now because no one said anything. But yeah, we like to hear from our fans.
Boost.
So if you are on there, or if you're listening, go on there and talk some shit and see what's going on and suggest some stuff. And also pay attention because we do Q&As. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss our post about it. You're not going to get us asking a question.
Why are you guys still doing this podcast?
It's a great question. Let me get into it. So
Perfect.
next
So-
time is here with us. Why don't we just get into it? Why don't we start this shit?
I'm ready to get into it. Let's hit it.
All right, next time, where do you want to start?
Well, do you want to give everyone a bio? Like, who are you? Or you don't care?
No, I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit?
Just
All
here
right.
to drink some beer and talk about Star Wars.
Exactly. He's been on 2 prior episodes, so go listen to those or else fuck off. He likes beer. He knows about it, and he's going to expand our taste buds.
He also has a Star Wars tattoo. Where's it at?
Yeah, show it to the nice people.
See? Up, it's upside down. Looks like you're...
Rogue Squadron.
Yep.
Hence,
So,
that's the name of the show.
well, I guess we'll start with Dragon's Milk. Let's start with a little... What would you even call it? Lighter?
The classic Bourbon Barrel Stout.
Classic Bourbon Barrel Stout by...
New Holland. New
You
Holland
talk-
Brewing
you-
Company out of Holland, Michigan.
I actually was
Good shit.
just there like 20 days ago.
You should have gone there.
I
Got some
didn't.
beer.
I didn't go there.
Now, do you say classic because it is the classic bourbon barrel, or because it's just a regular bourbon barrel?
It's pretty well recognized. A lot of people know about this is a consistent bourbon barrel beer. They make it year round. It's delicious.
I think that's why I've seen it, because even though I don't drink these beers, it's one of the year-round bourbon barrel ales.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
a lot
have
of
the-
them are special releases. Like the other three, you get one shot at pretty much. This one you can buy at any time at most grocery stores, some bars.
World of Beer, I think, is where I've had this
Nice.
multiple times. All right.
Cantina of ales.
Cantina of Tatooine. Mos Eisley.
Shut the hell ups of right now.
What does that mean, and why are you stalling my Star Wars references?
I don't know. I got mad.
You got really bad.
I'm mad because I got to drink these 4 beers. I'm excited. You gave me the most.
I know, it was an accident.
That's fine.
I'm gonna let next time pour all these next time, because
Well, don't mix it up that much. You're mixing up the saturations.
I got a little too much in all these.
Okay.
All right.
So
There
we
you go,
got
Mr. Next Time.
like next time said, Dragon's Milk from New Holland Brewing. A little easier tasting. Well, how would you describe the taste of Dragon's Milk? Is it a little smoother?
Smooth, very smooth.
11% out.
Little bit of booze to it.
Great.
You'll,
11%?
You'll
11.
get it, especially as the beer gets warmer. You'll get
Now-
a little bit of booziness.
Now, I actually heard recently that Ohio is trying to raise the alcohol.
There's a group of people trying to get it changed to 21%.
21%.
So it's basically what would
beer.
be considered under like a license without a like liquor agency, what the fuck ever it's called.
Right.
So like you can serve low proof, basically beer up to that. You can sell and buy.
Up to 21?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
21% is so high. That's not even beer anymore. That's like liquor. That's cheap liquor
Pretty much.
in beer
better.
form.
But it's good beer instead.
So it is beer.
Well, so it depends on the beer, of course, because some of the beers you can hide alcohol a lot easier with the fruits and the spices and stuff. But like some of the IPAs, depending on what
and
you're
the
doing, with the fangs and the beers and the, yeah, I feel like once you get up to above 11%, this stuff's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
yep,
gonna
you're
die.
right.
You're right.
You're about to
It
die.
is.
And you're just doubling
it's
that.
basically, yeah. So most alcohol comes from the barley and the malt. Hops out a little bit, but it's mostly from your grains being fermented. So you're basically drinking barley wine. This is not, but anything over that. So this is Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels for I think 11 months or a year, or 6 months, or I don't know.
Way too long.
It's on the
that's all I
bottle.
know.
Too much and too long.
Yeah. So
All
it's-
right.
How long's a piece of string? Too
goddamn long.
That's a
House of a Thousand Bitches.
House of a Thousand Bitches
Cheers, this.
reference. Smells like fuck. Now, how are you supposed to drink this? Is this something that you're supposed to like let sit on your tongue? Actually, it's not that bad. It tastes worse than it.
yeah, it tastes worse than it.
It smells worse than it tastes. Is what I was.
That's
trying
what you
to
meant
say.
to say. It
It's got a-
tastes
it's-
But
delicious.
so you get a lot of vanilla from that. That's from the bourbon barrels.
Well, when
Bourbon.
when I actually smell it, I smell a lot of the bourbon.
Yeah.
But when I taste it, it's I guess maybe the vanilla smoothing it out a little bit.
Yeah, deep vanilla tones all dancing in an oak bath. Yep.
Mine are actually.
Get a lot of chocolate.
Are they
in there,
dancing?
Too.
I feel
You
like
get
they're
some
just-
chocolate,
Mine are
taste some chocolate
Frolicking in a maple
Mine
shower.
Are, mine are like quickly skipping in the June sunlight.
Galloping.
Oh God, we're done with that. So yeah, even though Mopar here hates this shit, they do hide the bourbon taste of it quite well.
This is very good.
It does smell. I can smell bourbon all day.
Yeah, but you don't taste much. It tastes like kind of like more of a porter.
there. Yeah. So if you let it sit for the next 20 minutes or so, come back and drink it, you'll taste a lot more bourbon.
Now, what's the main difference between a stout and a porter?
The type of malt used.
The type of
Stouts
malt.
basically just use dark roasted malts of most any kind, barley, where it's a particular type of malt to use. Porter, I think it's Black Patent is the name of it.
Okay, that's a stout.
That's a porter. Porter's
Oh.
going to be a little bit lighter body too. Usually.
Bunch of stuff. I don't know. I already can't
Different
feel my alcohol.
giraffes and everything. We got Lord Kerner in the chat room. Apparently, he's pissed.
He's hammered.
He's always pissed about something. He
Awesome.
says badass beer. So next time's got a sweet beer.
Cheers, buddy.
So yeah, I mean, this is definitely something I don't like in general. But
Try not to drink it too fast. I like it though.
wow, 11%.
47%.
I wonder if Jedi's.
%.
I wonder if Jedi's feel the Force less as they get hammered. Like I can't feel my Force.
Or
powers.
do you think they just get like reckless and start using Force powers all over the place? Like
exactly.
unstable Force lightning shooting civilians and shit.
You bumped my beer. Start zapping people in the cantina.
Force choke the bartender like, give me a not fuck you, you're cut off.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just
Feeling
thinking
it
like,
already?
no, well, yeah, I can't feel anything, but I was already going dirty minded with that shit. Like if a Jedi was hammered, to be like, I want to see your tits done. You have no shirt because it's floating above you 10 feet in the air. I actually burned it. So good luck. Can you drive me home too? You will drive me home. All right.
No, to your home.
You're home. Let me just float my applesauce. What happened? All the way. All right, guys.
Where did the applesauce?
I was
were
gonna
you
pour it on her. 'cause
subconsciously
she came home with
thinking-
me. Gonna eat it off her navel.
Okay. Back to the beer. I like it. I've had it before. I love
Back to
it.
the beer. It
It's
tasted
very
some-
good.
God, that one burned. It went down the wrong pipe. The Mario.
Yeah. Even that short time, you can start to taste that
Yeah.
a little more.
Yeah. Wow. Let me.
Just get it over with.
Don't worry, they only get heavier.
All right. This is gonna be okay. Let's get into the next one.
It's only gonna get better.
Do you want to take a breather?
Are we doing these fucking?
I didn't think so, but apparently Mopar
You
wants to.
chugging bourbon barrel stouts?
I don't.
Do you
I mean-
chug bourbon usually too?
What? Where'd you
You
come
just
from?
take fucking bourbon to the face.
Only once, and it's never gonna happen again.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night. Wasn't a good goddamn week. I was hungover for like 4 days. I was hungover in church. I was hungover when I went to school that week. People were like, I can't believe you're alive. And I went, me neither, man.
Yeah.
Who are you? Since we haven't had Next Time on in a long time, let's talk about The Force Awakens.
Yeah, let's
Just
talk about
kinda
Force
as a little segue.
Make sure you change your Twitter handle right now.
Next
at,
time.
at next time 420.
Past time.
Not right now, but next time. So overall,
There's always next time.
thoughts of The Force Awakens.
Other than it being the best movie ever.
It's way
I don't
up
know about
there.
the best movie ever.
I know.
But
I'm
it's
just
fucking
around.
great.
How many times- did you see it once?
I
Really great.
saw it 3 times in theaters,
Okay.
and 2 times since it was released on whatever
Blu-ray.
non-theaters.
Non.
I don't have a Blu-ray player.
I watch
I'm
it
not a
on
fucking
my
rich guy.
watch it on my light bright. I put
Yeah,
in
it was
one.
on my-
One frame at a time. Just cherishing it. No,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it. Favorite characters?
I love Rey. Rey's fucking badass.
Rey is badass.
Everyone loves Poe Dameron.
I love Poe.
Poe damn son.
I can't not say Kylo. Like everyone was upset with him at first because he was like all powerful, and then he was like conflicted.
He
and
was a
then,
little bitch,
but-
and then he was powerful again.
But it's like he's a character.
He's a
like
He's a
human.
character in development.
He's a
I mean,
human
I
being.
kind of like that they've got both. What was a little different from the original trilogy in this is that you've got 2 characters that are similar age, similar kind of level of experience, both on the dark and the light side, which is something we haven't seen before. Before we
'cause
just had Luke in training, and Darth Vader was already badass, and then we had little bitch Anakin being a little bitch, and
Bitching
that was
around.
just kind of ruined the whole
But like,
prequels
Yeah.
that I know you love, but
you look back at the prequels though. You look
He
look
just
back at
called
the
you out.
prequels, and all you have is just ungodly strong Jedi. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Sidious can do whatever the fuck he wants, and there's no conflict. It's just Mace Windu. Yeah, he walks in and fucks shit up and walks the fuck out.
Shatterpoint, go away.
Yeah, that's it. But then now you have Kylo, who isn't fully trained, is confused, is somehow getting pulled to the light side. Who the fuck does that?
not anymore.
kills
since
his father.
He killed his light side.
Luke is just hey,
Just
Kylo.
from far all the way far away. he's like,
we got donuts.
Just whisper in his ear.
want to let you know, I'll do this beard out. You
my
pissed me
God.
off. I'm about to kick your ass.
Double
Check out
stuff
the screen I
Oreos.
got over here, man.
We're sucking this
Check
out.
the screen out.
Oh my God, what happened? No, I like Kylo, and he is a full character. He's confused. He's scared. He's mad, and it's just like I killed my dad, but this scavenger, the scavenger, he's strong in the Force.
I love how mad he gets right there.
She's strong in the Force.
No, I
Yeah.
love Kylo Ren. I love that he actually is a human. He's conflicted.
Well-
he's not the same all the way through. It changes. He puts on a front. He makes people fear and respect him because he looks like a badass, which he is half badass. He's awesome. But secretly, when it gets to him in his chambers, he's frustrated. He's
Angry
sad.
little
He's
boy.
scared.
But you got to think next
Without a
to
father.
a new, just regular human.
Yeah, exactly.
He is terrifying.
He is a god.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But as we saw, put up against any type of force powers, which he hasn't really seen. Well, this is the issue. If he's
He was trained in
But
We
the
don't
leader.
know.
Jedi.
We don't really know
he's
what
the
the
leader-
history is with the Knights of Ren
Right.
and then the little five guys. They
she
showed, like,
resisted you, the leader of the Knights of the Master of the Knights of Ren, or how the fuck Snowball says it. But no. What I was trying to reference to
Hollow
was
Snoke.
I was watching the
Hollow
special
Snoke.
features,
Yeah.
and that was one big thing that JJ was talking about. He said,
Forget how to read.
"Yeah, I did actually. What are these?
Did you lose the quote?
Letters and words.
Hieroglyphics.
There's so much here. He wanted a human villain. Because before we had Vader, which was just like half cyborg, and then we had Palpatine, who he was like a fucking ghost.
Yeah, we
Like,
didn't even know he was a
who the
villain for
Yeah,
most of it.
we didn't
well,
even
yeah,
know.
he had Maul and Dooku.
But Maul's not a human, and
And neither is
Dooku's
Dooku.
he's
The
got a
fucking
beard.
puppets.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have any emotion.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
What?
Whoa.
You're not
Whoa.
human.
No, but I got a beard.
You goddamn Sasquatch. No, but like he said, we're gonna start out with this what we already know. Black mask, black robes. He's the bad guy. Then he takes it off, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, then it
Oh,
starts
he's-
Now
going
he
deeper.
can show emotion. Now he's human.
Right.
Now you can see him confused and mad and angry and constipated.
Because whenever he has the mask on, he's cut people up.
I'm gonna kill
Which
you.
is
when he
kind of
has
like a
it
throwback.
off-
It's like, hey, Vader, all powerful. Like, I
Yeah.
want to look like him. But
Yep.
then you see him not being that, which was
Yeah.
awesome. I
So
mean,
we-
fucking awesome. And I can say, like, the actor in both, like, everyone in this movie just nailed it.
Exactly.
Fucking nailed it. Like, no matter what you think about the plot of the movie, but, like, the acting was fucking on point.
100%,
It's something
yeah.
we haven't seen in a while. Because they're not just fucking walking in a green screen the whole time.
Yes, that's part of it for sure. Every time he has his mask on, I just said that, didn't I? Next. I was gonna say I had something to say, I dropped it, and then I backtracked. A little too much.
One other thing before we get into the second beer here. So as I was watching the special features, this was basically the making, and I just kind of wrote down bullet points while they were doing commentaries and stuff about the making of the movie. And one other big point was Finn.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? We're pulling a hero from the faceless troops of the First Order.
Right.
And you see the troops, and it's all just straight faced. You have the white mask and everything, and just no, those are troops. They're expendable. And then you take off a mask, and it's like, whoa! There's humans under there.
But even before they did that, they had him, in the battlefield where I don't know if his friend or what the fuck, that one stormtrooper gets shot and get that bloody
Oh, yeah,
hand on the mask, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, this is like
Real.
struggle, like this is a little like more, this is war,
Yeah.
like not just like these are lasers and people are falling over.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't
Which
seen
was
that
a
before.
great introduction to him as a character.
We haven't seen blood in a Star Wars movie other than the cantina scene where it actually shouldn't have even been there
Right.
with Obi-Wan.
Supposed to cauterize that shit.
Scott.
Yeah. Speaking of
Green
Finn,
blood.
John Boyega posted something recently, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of, for anyone that was not completely fulfilled with how Finn's character played out, it's a trilogy. It's not a single movie. He's just getting started.
Yeah, which you can say about everybody.
True.
That
Yeah.
at least lived.
Yeah,
which was
absolutely.
great.
Except for Han.
And bloke.
So I'm excited to see what Finn ends up, He used the lightsaber. We don't know if he maybe has a little tingling of force power somewhere down deep there. But I'm excited. All the characters. Glad you enjoyed it next time. Okay.
So, a side note, while we get into this second beer here, go ahead and pour it. Portions. So, if you guys have been listening, our guy named
Two hands.
Portions, his
Portions?
actual name, so the
Porkins.
1/4 portion.
Ankar Plot, right?
Ankar Plut
Ankar Plot, yep.
is his actual name.
She says that.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I know. I didn't,
Well, she
I
doesn't
didn't really
say that
catch
like
it.
in references that's who it was. She kind of.
By the way, that's whose hand little Ray is holding on to in her
Yeah,
dream.
that's who they
when
drop
she
her off
flashes
to.
forward.
Really.
Yeah, that's
When-
who they drop
okay.
her off
When-
to, yeah.
Yeah, when they drop her off on
Still
Jakku,
need some.
she's holding Ankar's budgy hand. Pudgy?
Yeah.
Pudgy hand?
Yeah, because when Han Solo wants to figure out where the fuck the Falcon's been forever, that's what she says.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Uncar Plutt stole it from whoever.
Yeah.
Who stole it
started-
from
How
whatever.
do you not catch that?
She listed
That scrapyard.
She listed fucking three
No,
names.
she
I
said
was like,
one
I don't
name,
know.
and they're like, we
Han
stole
said,
it from what's his face, and then Han's like, and he stole it from him. Who stole it from him? Who stole it from me? Those fuckers. I'm gonna get my shit back.
He said fuckers. I'm whoa.
It's a direct.
God,
you can,
that looks
you can
like
probably,
sediment.
Do you need more?
I'm just
Sorry.
gonna read the bottle because
Oh,
they
okay,
usually
yeah.
say cool things. This one actually doesn't say a thing on it. It says Weyerbacher Sunday morning stout, aged in bourbon barrels with coffee, 11.3% alcohol.
Mopar's gonna hate it.
So that's stronger than some white wines.
How much is it?
11.3.
Oh wow! So we're going up now. This will
Yeah.
be fun, guys.
Yeah. So
Get
If you're, if you're live with us, if you don't see any posts from us tomorrow,
yeah, so a little history on the next two beers or whatever you want to call it. The next one we're gonna be doing is KBS from Founders. It's the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. So if you're familiar with Founders at all, they make a beer called Breakfast Stout. Double chocolate, double coffee oatmeal stout, full of delicious, smooth, chocolatey, awesome stout goodness.
Wait, let's go back to the one we're actually drinking though.
Right. Okay. So this is a beer people search for every year. So this is Weyerbacher, also from Michigan. Really good brewery. They make a similar beer. So stout with coffee aged in bourbon barrels. So you're gonna get a lot more coffee than chocolate in this. You're gonna get a little booziness. It's gonna be a little less vanilla than the dragon's milk.
cool.
And I'll just let you guys have it from there. 'Cause
Cool,
it's
cool.
a
The-
fucking- it's motor oil with
It
coffee,
does look
basically.
like motor oil.
The
for
head
real.
on it, looks thick
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's like dark chocolate colored.
It doesn't. It just smells like the same. I can't smell anything different.
Ooh, I smell coffee. I don't know what you're talking about.
I smell a little bit banana. I don't know if that's wrong or not though.
You
Smell what you smell, man.
I smell portions.
Ooh.
This beer is worth 1/4 portions.
This is it. This is 1/4
Last
portion.
week this was
Sure.
full quarter portion each.
1/3 portion, bitch.
I can taste the coffee.
Oh yeah,
I can taste a lot of the
Oh.
coffee.
the coffee lingers hard.
That's really good. Oh, we never rated the last beer, by the way.
Bunch. And I'll say this for how much it's not that I don't like coffee, I just don't drink it, and it's not like a flavor that I'm used to on a daily basis or on any regular basis. But a long time ago, I used to get
Starbucks double shot.
no, it was espresso ice cream,
Back alley hand jobs.
and it had like little espresso bits in it. That was good shit.
So
But
then
I
you
would,
like coffee.
But I shaked,
Shook.
shaked all night long.
You schnooked.
Hey!
So then you like coffee. You just probably.
No, the ice cream was great though.
I know.
It's
That's what I'm
probably too
talking
bitter
about,
for
bitch.
him. You need some cream or Bailey's or.
I had one cup of coffee my
Cheese in
entire
there or
life,
something.
and I put a lot of fucking cream in it.
This is fucking good.
Isn't this good?
This is delicious.
This is my first time having this. This is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
This is awesome. Oh dear lady.
Do you have a rating on the last beer?
I can start. So I would say 2 for the last beer.
I
It's
agree.
really good, and I would definitely recommend everyone try it because if they like that, then all these other bourbon barrel stouts that are out there are even better. Not that Dragon's Milk isn't amazing because I love the beer, but
I'm thinking I'm gonna go the opposite way of you and say Dragon's Milk's probably a 2 for me because it's drinkable. And as we get further and further into these, I'm probably gonna like them less and less.
I don't know. You'll probably stop feeling your face in about
Stop!
5 minutes.
I can't. What?
I will. I will die and then not talk. Yeah, I'm in conjunction with them.
Die.
No, you will do.
Two for the Dragon's Milk. Now this one, I'm sitting at 3. I'm a coffee fan. This shit is good.
I agree.
I'm sitting at 3,
Is this supposed to be a little colder?
maybe a little bit.
Yeah, probably a little bit. We didn't
Okay.
chill it for more than like 10 minutes, and then we started.
We're not dedicated.
I would recommend.
You can
even
drink
if,
these pretty warm though. I mean, it's kind of like red
Right.
wine. You want to drink them more in that like
Right, right.
room temperature, cave temperature bullshit.
cave temperature.
Cave
Fucking where
temperature.
you been living?
Where do you store your beer?
Wow, funny you should
I-
ask.
That's why
Even
they're
for people
sellers.
that don't like stouts, I would recommend this. Like if you
So
don't
one.
like stouts, try this.
1.
Because you're probably gonna like it. No, it's a
Yeah,
3.
It's very different.
3 is everybody buy it right now.
Everyone,
This is a 3.
go get this
Yeah,
beer.
I have to agree.
Everyone
the coffee
should
on
go
this
try
just
this.
kind of brings it to the next level for me. I fucking love the coffee.
And
in
I'm a
this.
coffee fanatic, so that I'm sure that's part of it. It's like it sits. You don't get the coffee up front; it sits in the back
It's
afterwards.
what lingers, which is what I like
Ugh.
about coffee is when that like flavors that roasted goodness is there, and I'm like, oh, I need more coffee because I'm out and I have that flavor still in my mouth.
Yeah, and
I
it's
gotta
not
wash it
like
out with more liquid,
With
but
more
it
coffee.
keeps coming.
and it's not like a general ass
But I like
coffee
it.
flavor. It's like good,
General ass.
rich roasted coffee.
Yeah, it's like a dark roast.
It's not like some Maxwell House bullshit up in this. It's like actual
One
good.
of the things that's at least in Columbus
beans.
has been really popular is the people who do produce coffee stouts. North High is a good example because it's available a lot of places. Their milk stout they brew with Thunderkiss. Thunderkiss is a local coffee shop, so they use local coffee, so everything's fresh and dark and delicious and everything you want in and around your mouth.
Everything's
except maybe
local,
you.
hipster central. What do you think, Mopar?
I can already feel it.
Did I ever tell you I tried to do the Claymore Scotch Stout and he gave it a 0?
Oh, really? That's not even like a stout. That's a Scotch ale.
Or
It's
Scotch
probably-
ale,
It's pretty
yeah.
sweet though.
Scotch ale, yeah.
I
do
can
you
see
think
not
about
liking
this?
this.
I'm
This
doing
is,
one. I guess try it.
Poor guy.
but he's being open-minded.
If you don't like coffee, you're not gonna like this stuff. So.
No, that's true.
Well, you brought the beer, so you kind of forced him to.
Well, at least we get
like,
from
this is what
different
you're
views. Different views. If you're not a coffee drinker, you're probably not gonna like this. But
That's true.
the first one you should probably get. This one maybe try. But I mean, even just the alcohol content. I mean, you're gonna get it.
I'm solid on a 3. And 3-3-1, we're gonna have to stick at a 3. It's just the way to go. You just
Here's this.
got chipmunk face
Add
mofo
that
over
to-
here.
Add that to the lamp.
Actually, let me see the bottle really quick for a second. It's got a clown on the front. I don't like that at all.
One now. Fuck that.
Weyerbacher.
Oh, what's a
Commander.
It's a jester.
Yeah,
It's
you're
look like
right.
Shaco.
Commander's afraid of clowns.
I don't like clowns, so don't fuck around with that.
Clowns are terrifying.
Dude,
I get
clowns
that. I get
suck.
that.
I want to be Captain Spaulding for Christmas.
He's cool because he's funny for Christmas. I'm cool with Spotty because he's just a murderer.
He's
I'm talking about
murderer.
clowns.
That's funny that the murderous clowns are fine, but if it's just like, oh, you're at a party, fuck that, beach. Wait,
Because it's the clowns that don't murder people, but you think they're gonna murder you because they're a clown. That's what fucks you up.
what's his name? Fluffy?
Seriously.
Did he bring a bounce house? Yep. Fuck that guy. Fluffy can go die in his clown
Yeah,
house.
I'd be dead. I fucking love bounce houses. I'd be all over that shit. Clown or no clown.
Yeah.
Bounce my
They seduce you
fear
real
away.
quick.
Dude, they should have adult
Drunk.
like playgrounds.
Yeah.
Where you just get hammered and then there's like a bounce house
Business
and a
idea. Write that down.
trampoline.
Copyright. We own the fucking trademarks of that. Fuck
Well,
all
when
of
we
you
start
listening.
our Rogue Squadron Festival, that's what we're gonna have to add. Make sure it's
Yes.
there.
One bounce house, you have to sign a petition that you're gonna break your legs because you're hammered.
You
Wait,
can
can't
barely
go-
go
no, wait,
in
wait,
if you're
wait.
hammered.
You can barely walk on solid ground, and now you're going in this bounce house. You're gonna be kicking each other in the throat.
Yeah.
You also need those fucking inflatable obstacle courses because you gotta challenge your friend. You run into him on the other end, you start shoving him, climbing up that shit at the end,
Dude.
throwing him off.
Bounce houses, we're gonna have rope wars. What the fuck is it? Tug of war.
Rope
Rope
wars.
wars, run around swinging ropes at each other.
Tug of wars. We're gonna have a goddamn kiddie pool where you can barely fit in it, but it's gonna be filled with
Jello.
KY jelly. Slipping and sliding.
Darth
through.
Vader breathing contests.
All right, I'm giving this a 1.
3. We're gonna go overall 3. We're gonna overrule that shit.
2.9, maybe.
2.9.
Just some more.
Man, you really
Made a
hate that
difference.
beer. I just don't understand, man. Your buds are off. You need to
So
start
can
drinking
we?
coffee.
Can I know you guys have talked about this because I listen to most of your podcasts. But
Wait,
Ray's
you
parents,
listen to our podcast?
when I drinking after work and I'm like, I'm bored and
He's pleasuring.
tune out my roommate. So
my voice.
jack that shit up. No,
Fuck you wanna
but
talk
like
about?
Ray's parents, who
Yes.
there's so many theories, and I sort of knew one the other day about how it's nobody we've met before,
So,
which I thought was interesting. But
We have talked about this a little bit, and we have talked about how it might be Hans and not Leia's, or Leia's and not Hans. But we spoke with a gentleman right before the podcast, and he had something that Rey was born. I'm sorry, Kylo was born, and when he fell to the dark side, when he went crazy and killed all the new Jedis, that Rey was conceived by the Force.
that's an
Anakin
interesting
style.
theory. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Because
it
Anakin
depends
style.
on how.
The Force is always trying to balance stuff out, and when Kylo went dark and
just
killed all
killed
the Jedi,
yeah.
the Force is
Fucked
just
shit
like,
up.
we need someone to neutralize this shit. So he's like, so the Force, up
Did
in
his
it
thing with
and went, huh! And then Jakku
birth his child,
But it looked like
and then
she
desert
was
her.
dropped off at Jakku, not born on Jakku.
So-
That's
Yeah.
very clear
She was
from the
dropped off
vision
when she
she
was
had.
like 6.
Why do you? So before we even get into the parents, why do you think she was dropped off at Jakku? Do you think it was because Kylo went crazy?
Why? That's a good question. I don't know.
think so.
I think it was trying to hide her from.
Or was it because
From-
like
yeah.
Han and Leia broke up and
Because I still think
Han
that
didn't
she
want
was-
to take her like scavenging all over, so he's just like, I'll drop her off here. She'll be out of
No, because he would have been like, well, maybe I just picked up this chick from Jakku who clearly has like force sensitivity. Like he would have said something. Well, he should have said something.
the. Maybe
they are-
Han
they are
didn't
really
even
good
know.
at deceptive.
Maybe Han didn't even know.
Okay. I see what you're
Or
saying.
maybe neither of her parents were force sensitive.
This is
Well,
this is my theory.
The thing is, and this is what I just was the most recent one that I thought it kind of was interesting, especially as Rogue One's coming out. That we might see some play of what's potential parents. Is that Rey and Poe are actually siblings, and the daughter and son of a rogue of a rebellion
general.
of a rebellion starfighter.
Yeah.
Pilot,
Which is why
yeah.
they're so, like talented and naturally capable, and to
Yeah.
be that good, you kind of have to have just a little bit of force sensitivity.
Poe Dameron's parents were at the Battle of Endor.
So, yes. What I'm thinking, if Han isn't a father, is that Han knows who
He
the
is a
father.
father.
Right. But if
Was.
Han isn't the father,
R.I.P.
he
Han.
knows who the father is.
Chewie.
And that's we got
She's
solved.
not that hairy though.
Or he
The hair
knows that
color,
it's
though.
Leia's daughter because he can sense that.
He knows something because as they interact, there's something going on between
Yeah.
Rey and Han.
Yeah.
And there's something going on between Rey and Leia.
I don't
When she
know.
gets
Just
back-
say
I don't see
hug.
that.
Well, all right.
I mean, Leia's in it so little.
I got you.
I hope Leia dies the next episode. I've had enough. Hey,
Or takes a turn to be, I don't know.
dude, if she goes to the dark side, that's one terrifying
no.
bit. Wait,
I wanted to just the first opening to just fucking slap.
Kylo
Luke in the face.
Oh, Luke. Where you been?
Rathtar.
Why'd you run away, bitch?
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you give me an address to, like, forward your mail to or some shit. Do you know how many fucking Jedi bills I've gotten? Like, fuck you, dude. Come on.
That
All these
Academy.
value pack savings.
Child support from Jakku is not fucking cheap.
Right.
yeah, school fees to the academy. That fucking sucks. Those Jedi books, Jesus Christ! Even on Amazon, they're like $200-$300 a piece.
On Rey being dropped off, I think Kylo rebelled, killed a bunch of people. Luke left, and they got rid of Rey.
Wherever Rey was.
Whether
she
that's
was, she
Luke's
was
daughter
taken away.
or whether it's Leia's daughter, and now that Luke is going into hiding, she's worried because Rey is so force sensitive that she wants to distance herself or something.
So
Or Han, you know what I mean?
off of that,
But I think
But the one thing is
I think
that I think
Kylo
would connect
rebelling
it is
the
that
whole.
breaking the bloodline would be weird.
That's
And
true.
So I think she has to be because this is episode 7, episode 8, episode 9 eventually. Like
True.
this
This
is
is all
like the
Skywalkers,
main
yeah.
lines, the Skywalkers.
well, so even though everyone doesn't want it to be all Skywalkers, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And
As long as there's other characters,
the issue
it's fine,
is,
right?
I
A
few,
think,
yeah.
I think Kylo went crazy, was obsessed with his grandfather
Yeah.
because
That's
Kylo
clear.
is a Skywalker bloodline,
Yeah.
and so was Rey. Luke had to take Rey and get her out of there, and they all know those two are destined for greatness because they're Skywalkers, they're a bloodline. So when Kylo went crazy, he took Rey and got her the fuck out of there and dropped her off in Jakku, out in the middle of nowhere, and just good luck, gone. I'm not gonna even tell anyone who you are or where you came from. Here's a free slave. Get her out of here. Because if she were to fall to the dark side, or if Kylo were to pick her up and teach her, now there's two
Yeah.
crazy bloodline psychos running around.
Well, that fits with the theory of that it's Luke's daughter.
Well, Luke or
Which I think
Leia.
is the best
Luke or Leia.
theory.
I'm
I
still
think
with-
Luke is the best theory.
There's evidence for Han because she can speak Wookiee and she knows the Falcon and et cetera.
But she could also speak droid,
True.
which
Who can and can't speak
which
droid, though?
which Luke picked that up immediately. Like he was able
True.
to pretty much communicate with R2D2 within like the first episode.
The huge thing is the lightsaber.
Calls to her
She has a
But
vision
again, at the same time,
because she
well, yeah.
grabs the lightsaber.
because she's a Skywalker.
That was Vader's, and then it was Luke's. And now, who do you think it would be other than Luke's daughter or son?
And that's what I
it's
think
Leia's.
is that's like the big. I think
It's the
that's the
same
biggest
bloodline.
piece of evidence.
Yeah, but
is-
Leia was never involved with there. She didn't even know about Vader.
But at the same time, I mean, Leia and Luke made out twice.
It's true.
And then we
Saliva
find out,
So Rey
and then we
is
find
their
out they're connected, and so like
both
the
daughter.
the misleading information
Yeah.
could
Planted the
totally lead
seed.
to Leia. I mean,
When he gave her the tongue, planted the Force seed.
well,
Last.
that's not really where I was going with that, but
in the loin.
yeah.
Okay, let's get to
I
the
just
next one.
meant
Wait, last bit.
the deceiving notions of who's gonna end up together.
Last bit. After the MTV Movie Awards this past Sunday, Ray was talking to a reporter on the carpet, and
Daisy Ridley.
yeah, well, Ray, she's Ray. Ray Skywalker.
Ray
So the
is-
Unless
reporter
she ends up
asked
as Laura
her,
Croft, then she's both.
do you know who Ray's parents are? Can you tell us? And she says, yeah, I know who they are. I knew when we were filming 7. And then obviously she can't say anything particular, but she keeps trying to push the conversation to, it doesn't matter who my parents are. So that leads me to, of course we don't know, but that leads me to believe that maybe they're no one. Maybe they're insignificant. Maybe she was randomly conceived and is just strong in the Force, and it's just coincidence.
Unkar Plut.
Unkar Plut getting it on with the.
No, asymmetrical. he's asexual. He reproduces.
He just grows a little blob on
He
his
reproduces
shoulder,
by budding.
and it just drops.
Force buds on
he's
the
like,
shoulder.
shit.
Well, he's
there's
either-
a shoulder.
he's
There's a
He-
Jedi there.
he-
Just sit there. Fuck.
He brushes up against a female. He's like, oh shit, not again. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
god.
yeah.
Just
So-
transfers DNA from like hair follicles and shit.
And not on that note, now that we've seen, all the lead up to 7, and now we've seen 7, and we saw the stuff in the trailers that led us to believe that crazy things were going to happen. But when it came time for the movie, that didn't matter. So, and now that we've seen the Rogue One trailer, I'm kind of like, maybe they're giving this build up to us just so we can talk about it, and it's not going to matter.
Maybe that's Rey's mom.
Like maybe your parents don't matter at all.
Who knows?
We're talking about her, and maybe it's Luke's daughter this whole time, and then we're going to see episode 8, and it doesn't matter who her parents
Why
are.
are there no Bothans in the? Are they just that stealthy that they're actually in there? They're just not. They're not.
For
showing
what,
up?
Rogue One?
Yeah, in the trailer. at least.
Bothans stole the plans for the Death Star 2,
The second Death Star.
the second Death Star for
Not the first one.
Return of the Jedi.
But still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're helping.
I mean, there
helping
probably should
out.
be some in the rebellion eventually.
Yeah, we've never.
We can't see them.
We've
They
never
all
seen them
died.
in a movie.
No,
Oh, Mothma said they all
that's how
died.
good
Yeah,
of
so
spies
many,
they are.
but-
We can't even find them. They're on our side.
Their
but
cloaking devices are on
we're
point.
like, where's Waldo?
Right. So
Where's
yeah,
Bothan?
and that's if you're listening, that's a thing. By the way, don't get it twisted. The Bothans stole the plans for the Death Star 2 in Return of the Jedi.
Can we say second Death Star? Death Star 2 sounds like it's a remix of an album.
Death Star 1-1.
Death Star 2 coming at you. 2016.
This
All right,
guy.
guys.
This guy.
Let's do
All right.
this.
All right, so the next beer we're gonna get that they're opening right now is KBS from Founders, or Kentucky Breakfast Stout. So they take their breakfast stout, double
Eggs.
chocolate,
Yeah.
double coffee,
Deviled eggs.
oatmeal goodness. Super good beer if you've never had it.
Kill Billy and Steve.
They took that beer and then they age it in bourbon barrels for a whole year. The cool thing about Founders
I'll stay.
aging shit,
up,
this is like
Black
my
Jack.
favorite random fact, is that they own most of a gypsum mine that runs
What is
under
that?
gypsum.
What is gypsum?
It's a fucking metal.
It's a
or
mineral
something.
or something?
Yeah, a mineral. But like they own most of this mine under Grand Rapids, which is where the brewery is at, and that's where they store their barrels. Like all the bourbon barrel aging, and they do a lot of it. That's all in this fucking old mine.
Lightsaber crystals down there too.
So yeah,
Kyber
seriously.
Crystal Brew. This is just more reasons why
We're
we
throwing
need
it out to
a
you guys.
brewery of nerdisms.
Goddamn Bondar.
Sweet Jesus, we'd have all of them.
25% paralyzed.
I'll go with the whole movie.
So yeah, that's the beer. It's as good or better than Sunday Morning Stout, or so it's been told.
What is
But,
Sunday morning stuff?
Highly
That's what we
acclaimed.
just had. So
A
let's,
flavored stout is good for everything a flavored stout ought to be good for. Brewed with chocolate and coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels. Yeah.
What do you know the alcohol content on this one?
11.8. So this year, the
Stop.
actual batch.
Why? I'm gonna die now.
The
Stop.
actual batch that they brewed or that they got out of the bourbon barrels was 12.4%, but you can't sell anything over 12
so
in
just
Ohio.
dilute it?
Threw
So
some water
they
in it.
blended it with younger.
Far
Beer.
younger and more powerful hops.
Good enough.
Beans. Beans? Okay.
Beer.
This is all starting to smell the same.
Quick check into the chat on Twitch. Kappa Trappa Papa. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for being here and watching
Loompa.
us. And we got a some type of argument between Kerner and Dimma.
Okay.
Let them do their thing.
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah. It doesn't
by the
matter.
way,
this is the
people
more
are
important
pissed.
thing.
All right. All right, guys. Cheers. This
Cheers
one
this.
smells. I can't smell anything
Gross.
different. It smells the same. Maybe a little more like honey.
A little sweeter.
It'll probably be. Oh, it is a little sweeter. It's a little bit smoother. Well, Sunday morning was a little bit had a little more booziness to it, but
This is a lot easier to drink.
This is oh my god.
I'm feeling it, guys. This is a lot. Like even just the little shot glasses of these 12%.
This is
funny.
a third of a beer.
It's funny
So,
when you feel that because drinking like 20 cheap like weak beers, the drunk feeling is so different than just having like a few sips of
This
this
is a head buzz.
12% shit.
It's a head
I'm
buzz.
just like, yeah, the Ray's
just kinda
totally
creeps up on
Luke
you, it's
starter.
like,
yeah.
Ray of sunshine. I love her. Always Ray
Daisy
in
Ray.
Philadelphia.
Daisy Ray.
Daisy. I gotta wear my Daisy Rays. Wait, is that what they wear? The short Daisy.
Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Rays.
Daisy Rays. Are they talking about like Daisy Ray bands?
Oh, there we
The
go.
Ray
I'm
Bans.
surprised Star Wars hasn't.
Making it a
Or
meme.
Disney hasn't
Oh,
cashed
making a
in
there you
on
go,
that shit,
Disney.
yeah.
Get on that shit.
You're the meme machine.
Send me some free
Mr.
sunglasses.
Mopar, the
that's
meme
fine.
maker.
I don't care.
I'm putting Daisy. I'm putting some Ray bands.
Daisy Ray
on
bands. Put like a little, just put a little instead of the Ray Ban logo in the corner, just put a little Daisy there, like a Daisy outline etched into the glass. Boom.
Daisy.
Daisy with the lightsaber.
No, I'm just gonna have those.
On a lightsaber, like a lightsaber and a daisy blooming out of it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna have those sunglasses that are daisies, and they're gonna be called Daisy Ray.
Are we
Gotcha.
okay? Are we going to a rave?
Ray Bans.
I have a question. I want to see if this bothered anyone else when they watched Force Awakens.
I will grow a mustache tomorrow.
No one changes their clothes. It's trivial at best, but I was thinking of that. I was like, I know space travel isn't instant. Like, how long have you, since you picked Rey up, she's been sweating on the desert, she's wearing the same
Ray changes her clothes.
grungy outfit the whole
Ray
time.
changes her clothes when she
Not
gets into
until
the
she
Falcon.
goes to see Luke.
Right. So she's sweating. Yeah, but she's sweating.
It's really the only one who ever changed her clothes was Padme. Only person who changed her clothes.
And
And
that
that's
was
because it's in every fucking
That was
scene.
in the middle of the scene. She'd come walking out and be like, "What the hell fucking plant did you put on your head this time? Put that shit back. That shit's poisonous. Why'd you put it on your head?"
It's actually most of like her being is actually the hair. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they elected
That's
her
her.
queen. Is because that's how you determine like intelligence is how much hair and how ridiculous it is.
It was kind of silly, but I like that they did that, though. Because she's a queen. She's royalty. She's going to be dolled up in the most ridiculous outfit every single day, and it's going to be totally different. Yeah. Made sense.
I like big
They even
hair,
make
and
a
I
joke
cannot
about
lie.
it, which is great.
What happened?
So they made a joke about it.
Who
Obi-Wan
did?
made a joke about them carrying like a bunch of fucking suitcases.
Like in Spaceballs.
Yes.
That's my. What did she say? That's my industrial hair dryer, and I can't live without it. It's like 5 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, but
Why are we carrying this through the desert?
I hope we see another
Just in
Spaceballs.
case.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
you imagine?
thought they said it was confirmed.
No, it wasn't confirmed.
confirmed
It was
yet?
all fans saying we want this, so we're just gonna say it's confirmed. And Mel Brooks is not gonna die, so we're gonna do this.
He's going to do
Mel
it.
Brooks is not gonna
Schwartz
die.
Awakens.
You joking me? Still one of the fucking funniest guys on the earth.
The Schwartz Awakens.
Schwartz Awakens.
That's what it was going to be called.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a parody of episode 7.
So while we're on this, I was gonna wait till the end of the episode, but while we're on movies that may or may not be
How
made,
good is this? I can tell you admiring the beer instead of listening to Mopar. How good is this
Sorry,
beer?
I don't want to forget about rating it or talking about it. I definitely like the previous one better.
Okay.
This
I like-
one
I
is
like
a
this
little. It's a little too smooth.
So what
Smoother
comes
is
from
necessary.
this beer is made with oatmeal as part of the malt bill instead of
that's
just
why
straight
I'm not a
barley.
huge fan,
and
yeah.
so oatmeal kind of gives it a little creamier
Yeah,
smoothness.
creamier. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
smoother for me
creamy.
is not always.
Where the stout is just like, this is fucking chocolate or
Yeah.
this is fucking coffee. with a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah,
bourbon.
yeah.
So I can see why you'd like that other one more. I get
Yeah.
that.
And yeah, I mean, I want a little bit of carbonation. I think that was your issue when we tried to do that Scotch ale. You kept saying that it didn't taste like a beer because it wasn't carbonated.
right?
I get that.
I prefer it to be more carbonated, and I think that's just it just drinks like a beer, like you were saying on that episode. This is tasty, but it's too smooth, in my opinion. So I like the other one better, but it's still very good. I'm gonna go 2.
Go 1.
Keep in mind, he's not a big fan of this type of beer, so a 1 for him is probably still try it right now.
I'm gonna give this a 3.
Oh yeah,
9. I absolutely love this beer even more than the last one we had. We could drink
I
this
would say
beer
this
every day.
one's-
I don't know how. I'd probably die, but
This
I could
one's-
drink this beer every day
I
and be
could not
pretty
drink
happy.
any of these beers every day
So why are you giving him a 3?
because they're fucking delicious.
A 3 rating is drink every day. Every time I go get it, I'm drinking.
Okay, within reason, it's 11.8%.
Yeah, you only need 1 beer every time you do anything. Unless you want to get shit-faced, then you need 2 beers.
See? That's the rule.
All right, I'll have 1 of these every day. I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
3 stars.
You're not getting this every day. Oh, BB-8, what do you think? Wow, that was actually pretty...
Was pretty good.
That sounded either like BB-8 or... Yeah, that was actually decent. Or it sounded like Bumblebee from Terminators. Or whatever the fuck. Transforminators.
It's not Bumblebee, is it? Scrundlebee.
Scrundlebee? Grundlebee?
The Grundlebee. Oh, the seam is where God sewed you together. It's right there.
Fleshy Fun Bridge. Is it Bumblebee?
Bumblebee.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I've only seen the first Transformers. I've only
Camaro?
seen it once.
Yeah.
Yellow Camaro.
The yellow one?
What were you about to
Looks
say
like
about
Bumblebee.
BB-8?
I like the character. It's probably my favorite character in Force Awakens.
Yeah.
The thumbs up he gives is awesome. I have that image, that gif of him giving the thumbs up. I send that to people all the time.
Do you not hear him actually talking? Do you not hear him actually like not mouthing words, but
No.
saying words?
No.
Yeah. And they're, like,
I've heard him
morphed a
say
little bit.
BB-8 before, like you
Yeah.
said, and what was something else?
Because who did the voice for him? Bill Hader and
Yeah.
someone else?
Yeah, Bill Hader.
And they just kind of like warped it a little bit.
Yeah, he actually is saying words.
Yeah, he does say
And if you listen really closely, he says
Is that
some
one of the
shit.
ones you can control with your phone?
No, this is the one.
No, this is a little cheaper one,
It's
but
a
it's
hand
still pretty
puppet.
cool.
Oh, that's almost as cool.
He runs on his own, so like you turn him on, and
just
he's
does his
sound
own
activated.
Oh.
So if you say something loud enough, or if you press the button on top of his head, he'll start to do stuff. He's not turned on right now.
It seems like a bad. Does he
But
roll off
then he
tables?
just kind of runs off by himself. Yeah. He
So-
would run off a table. Yeah. He's not. He can't sense stuff.
Literally, during the making of The Force Awakens, JJ, they wanted a lovable droid. They wanted to combine C-3PO and R2-D2 into one droid. And
Well, they failed. It's just R2D2 that rolls.
true, but I
But
mean
I love
they
it.
killed it.
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
And they were coming up with some crazy stuff. They came up with a flying droid. They came
I
up with
like
a bunch
that
of stuff.
one actually.
And then JJ's like, yeah, fuck all that. 2 circles, bitch. Boom! And it's
Yeah.
like a goddamn snowman without the body.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, dude, that's amazing.
Genius.
Oh my God. Why is everyone always right?
No one was right except for JJ.
Well, it's like Lucas. Lucas just sneezes on paper. Everyone's like, dude, that's gold. I love
no,
it.
no, it was
I
not
don't
like
think so.
that with him. It was not like that.
He needs a
with
lot of
him.
people to clean up that sneeze. He needed the people.
Done.
I mean, that's just the idea he had in his head, and they ran with it.
Yeah.
It was cool because
I
they
mean,
were
it
working
works.
off a little post-it note that JJ drew.
Right. It was just
It was
circle,
cool.
and then what else? Not a fuck blocks. Another one. Do a circle. Bigger one.
No triangles, no rhombuses. I want to hear about it.
Easy
no,
shapes,
no
guys.
corners.
No. We're gonna cut no corners. Love it.
For the record, if you've seen the special features, you know what we're talking about when they were trying to design BB-8. I did like the little flying guy.
I didn't mind it.
It was like a foot wide, maybe a foot and a half, and it was like it floated, and it was like behind Rey's head the whole time. Like it kind of looked like BB-8's head, with like 2 wings on the bottom, and it was flying around. I liked it. It
Too
was pretty
much
cool.
like
What is BB-8 supposed to be anyway? I mean, we
He's a
had like
droid.
an astro droid. We had a translator.
I think it's just a
protocol
different
droid,
model of
like-
an astro droid.
Think so?
Yeah.
he fits into the X-wings, so yeah, he's an astromech.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I made that up.
True. No, it's
No, he
No,
did.
the
100%
flying,
true.
The flying
You know,
thing
we
just
saw him.
reminds me too much of
Navi from Zelda.
Yeah, Navi
Okay.
from Zelda. Listen.
That's probably why they did it. They're like, nope.
That would have worked perfectly. No.
Just a little droid falling around. Hey, listen, what are you doing over there?
What'd you say? A little George Foreman? Cook shit.
Dripping grease on the
Use my
enemies.
grill.
Oh my God. I used to box.
Fat reducing.
Fat.
I don't know. I never heard him talk. I don't know what he sounds
Wampa
like.
burgers. Okay.
Wampa burgers.
All right, let's move into this last one, which is the biggest motherfucker of them all.
Oh, jeez.
Someone hold this. I can't hold the alcohol content in my hand. Oh God. Osmosis
All right.
Jones.
It's heavier
our
the more
last one is-
alcoholic it's.
It's local since we're talking about local shit. Cincinnati, Ohio is Rhinegeist's Mushhusdhuekrjous.
Now, just for reference, we've had Rhinegeist here before, and we had the truth. We had the truth
IPAs,
on here,
delicious.
which
So
is
good.
amazing. Actually, that's what I had right before I came here. So.
That's very true.
That's so true.
Yeah. Just gonna read stuff off of it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool.
I wanted to see
Just
how
look-
ridiculous the title of
The
it was.
Mushhusdhuekrjous.
Mushhusdhuekrjous.
Shoo.
Look at it.
That means nothing.
All right. I just wanted to see it.
Cincinnati made Rhinegeist.
So this is a blend of 4 black beers, aged in barrels for more than 6 months.
4 black beers.
Yum. Yeah. So black beers all put together in a barrel.
4 different beers.
4 different beers, all dark, all
Wow.
black, all motor oil. 4 different types of motor oil.
The name, just looks like someone on mushrooms trying to say the word mushrooms. So like, what do you want? Mushrooms. Sold. Let's put it in a barrel.
Shoo, shoo.
So that reminds me of that Stone brews, the Stochasticity. Those were 2 different beers. Combined.
Well, they make a bunch of. That's like a whole series.
You know
Right,
what the fuck
right.
that is? That's the question mark Laffy Taffy. It's whatever's left in the shit, and they just bottle it up and say, "Oh, this is a special edition shit." Everyone's like, "That's sweet. Look at the fucking name, Skolalamamam." That's what they're doing. They're just like, "Oh, we've got this."
That's an actual word, though.
You
Google that shit right now. Look the word up. It's stochasticity is like an actual word.
can't spell.
Okay,
Can I crack that open?
Yeah. I was like, where the fuck's the opener?
smoke that city.
Just pat my titty. Oh, shit!
No, you done it. Put the shit under it.
Apparently, us waving it around made a difference. This will be carbonated enough for you, at least.
1 out of 10. It's in the air. I'm breathing it. What the fuck? Oh my god! It gave birth to
For
Ray.
people that aren't watching,
You are my
it
sunshine.
exploded everywhere. Alex, next level. Next time.
Next time.
Let's not wave it around.
Don't shake.
No, next time you need to calm your beers.
Excuse me?
Next time.
Shit, son.
Not this time.
Well, there's always next time.
It ain't your time next time. We're gonna try to pour this shit without jizzing all over the mat again.
Hey,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't,
going over.
I didn't
Oh.
jizz anywhere. I barely even
It
cracked
looks like
it open.
fucking Coca-Cola.
It
It
does.
does
It looks like a
just like
Dr.
Coca-Cola.
Pepper that you just poured really fast.
Yeah, well, there's probably 23 flavors in it, so enjoy.
Well, there's 4 beer. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna drop this just to make. Ooh.
Spin it at the end. They don't dribble any. Spin it. Not you. Jesus Christ. Of course. Who's gonna pour it perfectly?
It looks like a goddamn root beer float.
It does. Looks like a Coke. Or
Not like a regular one, like one that was goddamned.
That
Like,
definitely smells a lot different.
Has some
though.
Satan in it.
that root before it's going to hell, motherfucker.
Take a whiff.
Bit of Satan.
Take a whiff. That's definitely a different smell.
Wow. It's Dr. Pepper.
Whoa, what the fuck?
It's Stochasticity.
That smells like garbage. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but that literally smells like a garbage bag. Woo! All right, let's do it. What?
You're the only one who can drink yours.
Oh, sorry.
The fucking foam on that, man.
Sorry.
No, sip it up. Get a straw.
No, on the ground, on your knees. Start licking.
All right, you guys
On your
talk
knees.
about stuff. I will be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna try to clean up the beer that I was from.
Let's get a
Goo goo goo.
I think I paused it. Bo. Yeah. What the fuck, man? Why'd that happen? We were tossing it around.
You and I passed it back and forth like 4 times.
Next time, we're jerking it over here. Next time.
all those beers back and forth 10 times.
Did you not remember that we called you next?
No, I did. That was funny.
Next time you gotta do this.
I have
You
to.
wanna do-
I said next level on accident.
His name's just next.
That's
something.
actually better. Gotta make a Twitter handle. Make it right now.
Next.
There's always next time. Hashtag there's always next time.
Holy fuck! It's still hot up here.
Hot as balls.
Oh, this is supposed to be nice tomorrow.
It's nice today.
65 tomorrow.
It's even nicer.
And then Friday's supposed to be 70.
Oh, I didn't know you were part of the Ohio's
I am.
Highway Patrol. Really?
Mhm.
That's random.
What?
So I mean, I gotta keep a foot in each door. So if first order takes over, I'd be like, dude, I was a fucking cop.
Is that what they're supposed to be? Just cops?
Nope, they're supposed to be raging assholes, but they
Feels
know
like
I can use a
they're
gun. So
Evil Spuckin.
Spuckin?
One of the Weasley brothers.
What do I call him?
Just running
Stokes.
that shit.
Stay strong in the Force. He gets so pissed. The scavenger? Hey, fuck off.
I hate how Snoke says that.
The scavenger? The Raven Slayer? Shimmer, 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 shimmer. Dude, this shit.
Not really, but like I feel great.
Head buzz.
The Harbinger?
The sloopin'. Sloopy?
The Behringer?
Dude, how many fucking apartments are they building on this road?
1.5.
Holy shit.
They've been wanting to do that since they built the original stuff.
Fucking ridiculous.
Why, you moving out here? You still work out in Hilliard?
Yeah. Hopefully not for long.
What are you gonna be doing? Working for 4th String?
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
Promotion.
Yeah, if you start working for a brewery, we're looking for sponsors from a brewery.
We'll do a fucking
All day. We're trying to get paid from a.
episode. We'll fucking try and I don't know how much pull I'll have, but I'll be like, hey, by the way,
These guys do a beer review.
let's hook it up. They're good people.
What we're trying to do is get a brewery that produces enough, like, stuff that, like Stone, like every goddamn 2 weeks they're putting out something different. So we can be like, hey guys, this is their new stuff. They just sent us.
Yeah.
Let's try it. We're gonna rate it and do this shit. So
Yep.
every like couple weeks we're getting something new from them.
Why don't you guys talk to Rhinegeist yet? They're like when people in like Ohio that are fucking literally like every 2 weeks. They're like, here's a new beer.
I have their.
We haven't talked
contact
to anyone yet. We just kind of still
I have
been
everyone's contact info.
throwing the idea around.
Like Mad Tree and I have a lot of shit.
I'll
Mudbone.
I'll see if I can
Dig ball.
get some contacts for you guys.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Dude, yeah, you have the reps
Yeah.
sitting in there.
Those are my dudes.
You want
Yeah,
more
we're looking
or no?
for someone to pay
Yeah,
us.
you're the one who just complained about it smelling like garbage. I think he's gonna like this more than we do.
Because it tastes like a normal beer.
You want some more?
I doubt
Fuck
that.
off, man, bro.
Dude, it's only 8.3.
No.
It's only 8.3.
Oh,
You're good.
I thought that was mine. You're way over here. You can pour your shit over
Shit!
there. Garbage ass. It does kind of smell like a unused trash can, like you had shit in there like a while.
Good. You want more?
All right.
It just smells like fucking booze.
Sweaty booze.
Yeah, a little bit. Sweaty booze. That's
Mr.
a good.
Mr.
That's a good term.
Mr.
It
B
smells
in there.
sweaty
Yeah,
booze.
Mr. B in
I
there.
heard it was really good though. So
All right, guys.
All right,
we're gonna get.
let's find out.
We're gonna
Clean
get
that
into
shit
this.
up finally.
We're gonna put this
so.
shit in our mouth.
The Rhine guys. Mushhusdhuekrjous.
Mojojojo.
Wow.
That's what I thought of every time.
I know. That's the first thing. I was like,
Thank
what?
you.
Mojo
Thank
Jojo.
you.
Mojo Jojo. All right, let's try it.
The first thing I thought of was telling my mom to shush. I'd be like, mushhusdhuekrjous.
That is.
No. Nope. Nope. My garbage prediction was correct. Sorry. I hate to
My
say it.
eyeballs, my eyesight just got fuzzy. That's how. What? All right, guys. We're gonna stop doing that shit and try to talk about this here real quick. We apologize because this shit is really, really kicking in, and even though we split we split every. I can't even talk. We split every beer.
We split every beer.
I have a head buzz.
4 beers, 3 ways, and that's how strong this shit is. 11, 11.3, 11.8, and what's this one? 8.5.
So
So it's weaker, but it's 4 different beers turned into
Weaker. 8.5 is. You know what?
one. Weaker than 11.
Weaker. The scavenger. No, I agree, but I'm saying
This
like,
beer's stronger than the alcohol.
yeah, this is
punch.
this is only 2 Bud Lights instead of 3.
That's even that's
In one
pretty
beer,
accurate.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking ridiculous.
So at 8.5% is still 3% above average.
Yeah.
So an
So
average beer is
you're-
around 5.5, maybe 6. 6 is still getting up there.
Yeah,
Are you talking to me right
so
now?
basically your IPAs were 6 to 7.5%. That's the range of your
Well,
IPAs, and IPAs
whoa.
are on the alcoholic side.
No.
That doesn't include doubles. This is a typical IPA.
Oh, well, I would include all IPAs in IPA.
Okay, so a not double IPA is like 6 to 7.5.
Do IPAs go up to quads? Is there a quad IPA?
No, the only thing that you'll see,
Belgians.
that's the only thing you'll see quad on, and that's because they use they just take a bunch of fucking malt and they're like, here's all the grains we had, let's throw them in a thing and fucking let it ferment for 6 months.
Dude.
So the issue,
It's a little sweet.
This one's a tad sweeter, and my prediction wasn't that far off. It is somewhat kind of reminding me of a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it
It's a
really
little-
is. There's
it's
a
a tad-
lot of flavor in there.
tad more bubbly, a tad more spices, a little less alcohol.
'Cause you still get that vanilla, but,
There's
a
no
little other
coffee.
shit going on.
There's no coffee flavor. They
There's
replace
nothing
it
at all.
They
Well, there's
replace
no
it.
roasted. There's nothing roasted at all.
That's
like
true.
it's definitely not
It's a true
just
statement
stouts.
that you said there.
There's definitely like a dark.
They just replace it with those spices, those
There's-
Dr. Pepper
there's-
spices.
Hand me that fucking bottle. I want to see if there's if they say what they put in it.
Trash bags. Use trash bags. We figured it out.
Dude, it still smells like that, and it's throwing the whole taste off for me because that's all I can think of. I'm taking the trash to the dumpster and having a beer at the same time.
Well, the issue is we're drinking this. It's not warm, but it's room temperature.
This
So
might
it's
be,
reminding me of
This
a.
might be worse at if it's like ice cold.
Well, but the issue is I'm getting that Dr. Pepper taste, and warm Dr. Pepper is pretty disgusting to me.
God.
That's fair.
So
I
maybe
get
if it
a
was
lot of
just
Dr.
chilled.
Pepper too. Like Dr. Pepper, this is, yeah, you fucking nailed it, dude. That's weird. I'm not used to this. I don't know how to respond. You being right. High five.
Have it. Okay.
I don't like this at all.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Woo!
What? I say you can pour it in there. I'll drink it. I don't fucking care.
Oh. Thought you wanted to cheers.
Wait, what's a 1? One's like.
One is
try
you
would
would recommend to at least try it at
Then I
some
would say
point.
1. So since this is our last one, we'll do a little bourbon barrel spiel. I don't know if you guys know, but there's like a trend of aging beers now. Because the more malty and
Well,
the
what-
more.
Talk about what aging does.
I'm trying to, but you won't fucking let me talk.
Did you already do it? I forgot.
You watch Star Wars, right?
So go ahead.
Wait. Who's?
I don't know.
Did you guys
I
know
really
that
don't
Darth
know.
Vader's Luke's dad?
No.
Hey, what the
Spoiler alert.
aging?
So people will age beers, and predominantly, I'd probably say 80%, 75-80% of the beers that people age are bourbon barrel stouts.
Okay.
Because they're really high in alcohol and they're really high in malt, and over time, just like bourbon, some spirits and wine, the flavor changes over years. Beer doesn't last nearly as long because the alcohol is lower.
Can we talk about that? Because we asked that question a couple episodes ago. Why is it that wine gets better with age and beer, like it rots, like it doesn't last?
So
as
you
long? Is it the
notice,
barley.
so you notice that the wines that age as well are all red wines or
Okay.
champagne.
Okay.
The reason why this is because 1, the alcohol volume, and 2, the components of it. So red wines, especially Cabernets, and some red blends and other foreign ones, have more tannins. Tannins will age longer and they take a lot longer to break down. And so
ferment.
as other things break down, those are the flavors that carry on. And so the same goes with beer except for the malt. Malt forward and high alcohol beers, alcohol acts as a preservative. And malt will break down a lot slower than hops. Hops break down immediately. That's why you get like Stones and Joy by. They're like, oh, drink this in 30 days because the beer's fucking good. But after those 30 days, you lose a lot of aroma and
hops break
flavor,
down.
and you're left with just straight bitterness, which you don't want.
Right.
I mean, I like bitterness,
Depends on the beer.
but like without flavor, bitterness is awful.
That's
I
true.
mean, if you take an IPA, any IPA, and let it warm up to like 65 degrees and
Fuck
try and drink
that.
it, it's just like it's straight fucking bitter, like to the point of where it's disgusting.
Right.
It's the same thing if you try and like age an IPA, all you're left is with that bitterness.
I feel
It
like all
also
you
kinda
have left
turns
is
into like a-
alcohol. You
You'll
just
have that
lost
too.
all the flavor.
But when you take, like 120 minutes, a good example from, it's like an 18, average is 18%.
The fuck did you just say?
It's an IPA,
What was it though?
120 minute.
That's a beer.
Yes. So if you've ever had Dogfish Head's 60 minute, 90 minute, those
Oh,
are their
okay.
IPAs. They have a 120 minute, which they
You're supposed to
hop
give yourself
continuously for
120 minutes to drink it in that amount of
You
time
could.
because
It's
it's so
delicious.
strong.
If you do, it's delicious. But but like you can age that beer for up to 10 years, and it just gets more complex and
120 years to drink this shit right here.
That, I'm telling you, just pour it
It's
in my
not that
glass. I'll
bad.
finish it.
No,
I think
I-
it's not bad.
I want to drink it for the sake of
Just
being a
because the
beer review.
smell.
I love
that just-
garbage.
is
I
that
eat
what
garbage a lot.
As long as the walls
I
aren't collapsing on you,
frequently
it's fine.
dive into my garbage pail and
Groucho Marx over here. Okay, guys.
But like, so this is one of
you
those
mean
beers.
to say Oscar the Grouch or something from Sesame Street?
So
on the
this is one of those
Transformers
beers that if you let sit around for probably 4 years, it'll be a totally different beer when you try it because of
That makes sense.
how it ages.
I'm going to 1. Maybe try it if you feel like it, but Honestly, I was close to 0, but it's no chili beer, so I'm not going to give it a 0.
You don't like chili beer?
That's disrespectful.
Thank God I
Disgusting.
didn't bring a chili stout then.
It was so maybe
I almost did.
a little bit of chili in something else, but this was like a chili beer with a chili pepper in it. Terrible.
Okay.
It was
No,
called
you
chili
told me about
beer.
that.
Yeah.
you
Cave
told me
Creek.
about that.
Yeah, it was,
Cave
it was
Creek
And I
bad.
was
chili
sad
beer.
because I didn't have it. Because I
was
would
bad.
fucking eat that chili in a day. Be like, I fucking nom that.
That's
shit.
fine, but the beer wasn't. It didn't taste like beer. It just tasted like you were drinking
Just
chili.
heat. Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
You want the balance.
So now that we're done, I give this one. I mean, 1.5. It's difficult because I would say try it, and it's not as bad as the other ones to me.
That's so silly. The other ones we gave like 3.
The other ones were so
Well,
good. The other ones were so good.
I gave the middle two
And it's not-
ones a 1, and then I
And-
give the Dragon's Milk a 2, and I'll give this a 1.5.
And because
funny
I
how-
love their beers, I want to be in defense of Rhinegeist. I've had their
That's very
I've
true.
had their Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. They actually did one aged in sherry barrels, which won a silver at GABF. They did one aged in Pappy Van Winkle barrels that I would take a bath in every day if I could. This I think either needs to be aged or a different blend.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a 1 as well. I am not a huge fan of it. I'm going to drink the shit out of it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It's way too sweet for me.
Yeah. That might
But
be it.
you
Sweet.
stick this in a cellar somewhere dark and cold for 4 years and break it back out, I'll drink the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's
And
probably
I
what
bet
they
it'd be a
needed to do.
completely different beer.
Yeah, Rhinegeist is a great brewery. It's just this one's just not hitting the mark.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So I'm a very low 1.
1.5.
So 1. Solid
We'll
1.
give it a solid 1.
Okay.
Definitely try it. Maybe buy it and wait 3 years and then try it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk.
Just don't give it to Cody.
Don't give it to me. I don't want garbage beer.
All right, so let's go back to the special features on The Force Awakens.
All right.
Now that pretty much everyone, except for Just Because
time.
over here, what's his name?
Next time.
Just because. Just because next time. It's getting worse and worse. What was the one you called me?
Next level.
Next level. See, that was good. I'll take that.
I was thinking like
on the next fucking level.
I was thinking
This
like
shit.
big deal.
Get on my level.
Han calls Finn big deal.
Big deal.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know why. But, all right.
So I have some bullet points here that I pulled from the making of The Force Awakens.
Yes.
And a couple of them I want to just talk about. 1, did you know this? 2, what do you guys fucking think?
Sure. Let's do
So when JJ was talking about the overall story, the overall, I guess, idea of the Force in The Force Awakens, he said it was the rediscovering of the power of the Force, both the good and the bad side. So it's not just Rey figuring out shit; it's also Kylo figuring
yeah.
out shit.
It's really
Absolutely.
awesome you say that because back in college when I was learning about video editing is that when you sit down to edit a video or whatever, write one single sentence and that
that's what it's based off
sentence
of, yeah.
it should be like the driving force behind it, and like that I think fucking nails that movie.
Yeah, the
in
rediscovering
one sentence,
the power of the Force, both the good and the bad.
especially for those who kind of lost faith in the force for a little while there.
Well, people don't realize.
there
So,
wasn't.
what happened in the original trilogy? I mean, you had the Jedi were already hanging on by a thread. You got Obi and Yoda,
I mean,
and
even,
then they had the only
even then
hope.
was beyond a thread. I mean, it was at the point where like the Force was all but gone, other than Vader, because
Right.
Obi-Wan had fucking disappeared.
Basically.
Vader had already hunted all the Jedis down.
Yoda hadn't talked to a human in about 30 years.
yeah.
I mean,
Yoda
it's
was
it's
living on Dagobah. Like, who the fuck's gonna go to Dagobah?
Just tripping on those beans.
yeah, mushroom.
Mushhusdhuekrjous beans.
But so I mean, you got to wrap your head around all the Jedi in the Clone Wars.
Yep.
All the amazing archives and knowledge is burned, lost, gone. No one knows
Or stolen.
No one knows lightsaber forms. No one knows force
Because
powers.
you don't think that fucking Sidious stole that shit. Like, he definitely did. He's the most diabolical person we've ever seen in the Star
But he
Wars
also
universe.
died.
didn't need to.
Whether he stole it or not, he died, and the stuff's
okay.
lost.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
we're starting from base zero. We've got no knowledge. People know about the Force. It was a legend. It was an ancient religion, as people call it.
Yep.
And it's just like people don't have no clue. They have no clue. 2 generations have gone by, and they're like, Force doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
And now you have Kylo is like, okay, the Force exists. I can do shit. And then there's this guy
But at the
named
same time,
Snoke.
well, except that Luke was training a future generation of Jedi.
Yeah, but
And so,
how
like,
was
they
he
were-
trained? How
I
was he
mean,
trained though?
Right,
By a
which
demented.
we've yet to see, but I still think that there was a beginning. Instead of it being completely extinct, there was still a reemergence. Because once, like, hey, holy shit, the rebellion took down the empire. Like, holy shit, like, how did that happen? They're like these little guys on little forest planets, and they
They're
kick
not
their
little
ass.
guys. They're not little fucking.
I mean, compared to
Lego
the Death Star,
people.
they're pretty small, and sometimes they are
The
Lego
Ewoks.
people, depending on you know.
The Ewoks are little
And
guys.
look at your fucking shelf. How many
Yep.
Legos are up there?
Itty bitty.
That's true.
Shelf committee.
It's a rebel committee.
But it's the idea that even though Luke may have been trained by trained Jedi,
I'm not a committee.
They're not going to be pulling like this is this lightsaber form. They're going to be like, okay, Luke, this is called the Force. And this is what
Yeah.
you need to do.
Right.
Not like, dude, you already know the Force.
Which
You
would
already
be
know this. You
great
grew up
because
with it.
fuck the lightsaber. Like, great, but we saw 3 prequels with lightsaber fights, and I don't want that. I want some fucking force powers.
But
I
people-
want this ability to control the universe around you.
But
I want to
people
see
were-
that shit. I don't want to see people doing backflips and lightsaber fights.
Well, I do.
Flights.
I really do actually want to see all of that. But people were pissed at the Kylo and Rey fight, and they're like, "Well, why are they just swinging like madmen?" Just because lightsaber forms aren't even a thing anymore.
Yeah.
They don't know
just
what they're
have
doing, man.
lightsabers
Especially they're not
and
trained.
they're fucking
They're
chopping
trying to
at each
hang
other.
on.
And like
They're trying to cut down the forest with the goddamn
Kylo might
laser
have
axes.
a little bit of training, but he's clearly like you haven't even seen his lightsaber. He's unstable as fuck. And then Rey's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Rey's like, I used to have a staff that was this big giant staff, so I
Right.
kind of understand what the fuck I'm doing. But
Isn't that the
not
craziest
really.
thing that Rey's lightsaber is probably the most pure thing that exists to that time period.
Of like force,
like
Yeah.
that's,
because the
that's the
idea behind it is
strongest
like
and
a-
the strongest.
but
made
it's also
perfectly.
not her lightsaber. She didn't make that. Where Kylo clearly made his.
Right.
Yeah, in his garage.
Somehow.
Jesus, did you see that
Yeah,
shit?
probably.
Yeah.
What?
That's awesome.
He looked like he went to goddamn Best Buy.
He
which
doesn't
is like,
know.
you guys
He had
have
no one
lightsabers.
telling him what to do.
Well, that's my point. Is like that lost knowledge. People are mad at Kylo not knowing everything. Well, clearly everyone's died that knew something. So now
Except
you're
for
left
maybe
with
Snoke.
with
Yeah.
Spoke
Hollow Snoke.
and
Spoke.
Bike spoke.
and then Rey who just is figuring shit out on her own. Literally, this is a lightsaber. Well, I had a staff. What the fuck? And she just defended herself and actually like figured shit out how to. She focused the Force without any training.
Yeah.
That is astounding.
Yeah.
That is why she's a Skywalker. She's strong with the Force.
Yeah.
But she also, had it forced upon her. She was like,
Oh.
"Oh, what the fuck's? Wait, maybe I can do this."
She
back.
pulled it though.
You just said
she pulled
that's
it.
why
But
she's
he-
a Skywalker.
well, yeah, that's true. But before that, no. When she was being tortured,
Who's
she's
talking?
like, "Oh, what is this fucking shit he's doing to me? I can do this too." Boom! Penetrate his mind.
That
get
was
in his
astounding.
head.
You're scared.
People are just
She's
like
just so fast at learning.
all they were
Right.
focusing on was
Skywalker.
Kylo
Being a bitch.
losing that
he's a
battle
bitch.
between her. But
He's a bitch.
that's you got to get into his own mind and think, this is what I've done all the time.
I don't know which
This
screen
is-
to look at. It's so difficult because there's such a delay on
camera's
this right,
right
now.
there.
I know, but the delay is between the two of them.
It's true.
I'm gonna stop fucking with that and drink my garbage beer. Drink my garbage shoot beer.
You gotta get in Kylo's head. He's always done Force. Tell me what the fuck you got.
I really hope Phasma comes back too.
Yeah, she's alive actually.
Okay, good.
How
do you
he's
know?
always
Or is that in the-
she's scheduled
cast
for
in
episode 8.
Oh.
But he's always walked up to people and said, "Give me what the fuck you got," and then it's worked. And then he tried it on Rey, and he's like, "This scavenger bitch, I got this stuff." And all of a sudden,
She's trying to fight.
all of a sudden, you're not going to be as strong as Darth Vader. And he's like, "That's my nightmare." I was
It's
what
true.
the fuck? And he just freaked out and killed his dad, and then he was
All
weak
of it.
and got shot by a bowcaster in the fucking spleen.
I love what JJ said something about, or I guess Adam Driver in the special features said something about quoting JJ about Kylo. His parents split up. He has this giant surge of Force ability. He doesn't know what to do with it.
He blames shit. on
He
his mom and
doesn't
dad.
have a way to
Oh, yeah.
control it.
There's
He's
a
being
lot
trained
of
by
anger,
Luke,
I'm
but
sure.
like he's being trained by Luke, sure, but don't
Han
discount
probably
the
ran
fact
away
that
too.
like
I mean,
yeah, that like if
it's
his
Han's nature.
if his parents are either totally gone or fighting and split up, I mean, when you have like that kind of power and you're left in that such an emotional state, I mean, it just starts snowballing from there.
Especially when you have force sensitive.
Yeah.
It's all about emotions more than anything. They've always
Yeah.
shown that. It's like,
Yeah.
your emotions, that's the force. The force
Keep
is
them under
emotions.
control, and if
they're
you-
not shit in your
Yeah.
bloodstream, they're your emotions.
Yes.
All right, next bullet point.
All right.
We've already covered quite a few of these, but Poe was written to die early in this movie.
I'm so glad he didn't.
Me too.
And he was supposed to die like before the Maz Kanata fight scene where he's a badass. So
When
he's
he
finally-
killed
crash lands
everybody.
with Finn, he was supposed to be dead.
Oh, really? That early? I mean, that's fucking.
Because you don't see him
See, I
then
can
again.
see
I mean,
that.
that's it,
I
yeah.
can see that. I'm glad they brought him back though.
Yeah, but like if it was written that way, then Poe doesn't matter. Why is he in the story at all?
Because
Well-
what's written and what was shown doesn't like. Who the fuck cares what was written? Things change all the time. Like
True.
that's not.
I mean, Han was supposed to die in
But that's
Fine.
what I mean.
Watch
But
it.
I heard someone complain the other day that like
Really?
everyone
Han
thinks
was not supposed to come back from the carbonite.
everyone thinks Poe is so cool, but he was
Huge
supposed to
mistake.
die early on, and then the actor complained, and that's why they made. Who the fuck cares who complained? That's what his story is written is now because, and it makes more sense.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
because
it's such
Oscar
a-
Isaac complained though.
I know.
Good.
No, I know it is,
fine.
but that's
because his
fine
character
because
was
it makes-
perfect. Like
Yeah.
his.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. No,
I don't
I
care
hear what
if
you're
he
saying.
Then he has
complained
that
or
nice
what?
little romantic moment with Finn in the jacket.
Yeah,
Love
dude.
that shit.
But
I think they're gonna be bro.
I
not-
think they're gonna be a little more than bros.
and not to step on
Not
Oscar's,
weird, but just a little. You know,
Oscar's
little.
toes, it was because
Like Turk and JD. I think they're gonna have that kind of thing going on.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
I don't know what that is either.
God damn. Get the fuck out of here.
Scrubs?
Scrub
Scrubs.
Wars
Scrub. Okay.
You're a scrub.
on Carplay.
No,
Go.
not to step on Isaac's toes, but I
Oscar
guess
Isaac.
Oscar's toes.
Sir Isaac. Sir Oscar.
I guess prior to The Force Awakens, he's played like 4 people,
They all
and they
died.
all died
Yeah.
early in whatever he played.
Right.
So
it
he's
was
got
just
like the Sean Bean
come on.
syndrome.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
But look how good Sean Bean is, and he dies in everything.
I don't know who that is.
Sean Ben. Ned Stark.
Ned Stark.
Oh, okay. I've never seen him in anything.
Boromir.
Trevelyan.
Boromir.
know what that is.
Trevelyan. Yeah.
know what
He
that
dies
is.
in everything.
006 from Goldeneye.
Don't know what that is.
Whatever.
Have you
I've
seen
never
Lord of
seen-
the Rings?
I've never seen
Have you seen Lord of the
Goldeneye.
Rings?
You played it.
I've played the game all day.
Stop.
I've never watched the movie.
He dies
Okay.
in like the second mission.
Yeah.
Who?
It's true. Oh my God! Shut it down.
Ned Stark isn't in Goldeneye. Okay.
Yes, he is. All right. I know.
okay,
I understand what
By
you're
the
saying.
way, that show starts like this weekend.
Next
It's
weekend.
this
Next
Sunday.
weekend. Next Sunday.
Oh no, it's the 22nd.
And by the way, while people are listening, 24th, we will be doing recap episodes after Game of Thrones. Super pumped. I don't know why it took us 6 seasons to decide to do that.
have you
but
guys ever had any of the Game of Thrones beers?
I'm
Since
super geeked.
I'm here for beer.
Yeah, you gave us the Omgang.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
The red one.
Omagain makes them. They just
Yeah,
put out
that's
the
just
newest
the
one.
brewery.
It's a hoppy wheat ale, but this is their fucking 6th or 7th? How many
We,
seasons there's been?
I haven't had all of them. We had the Valor Morgulis on the show.
Father Morgulis is amazing.
Yeah, it was really
you,
good.
You told me to get it.
Yeah,
I was gonna get
Oh
something
yeah,
else.
that's right. Because
and
it
you're
was
like,
the
"No,
double.
Here you go.
right. Anyway,
Two
I
more
think it
things.
was the first conversation we ever had.
Second and a half. Okay. Issue. One of the motherfuckers that made the movie calls Kylo Ren Kylo Ren.
They all called him that.
I'm gonna stab someone if I ever hear that again.
And they
That's
changed
so
it.
bad. So bad.
Did you watch the special features of the first read through?
Is there like a whole thing of the read-through?
Not an entire thing, but they talk about the read through and them all
And
getting
Mark
together for
Hamill
the first time.
read
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, so at the beginning it was Kilo. They changed it.
Thank God.
So everyone said Kilo.
That would be terrible.
I'd
What's
just be thinking about Scarface
Kilo Ren.
the whole time.
Hi guys, I'm Kilo. I stop lasers.
Yeah, I thought the first read through special features was pretty cool. Because to show them all,
Do they
you
have
know,
a director's commentary?
they do, but I
That's
haven't,
what
I
I
haven't
need to
listened
watch.
to that yet.
Okay.
Do they
I haven't-
really?
I haven't-
Because that's like the first
don't
thing
think
I'm gonna
so.
do. Every
They might.
DVD does.
They always have commentary.
Dude, Superbad had a fucking
Fanboy
had
commentary.
a director's commentary, and Superbad, though hilarious, was a terrible movie.
Superbad was great.
I love Superbad, but by like nothing really happens.
Yeah, they get hammered.
That's exactly that's the
Again-
night in the life of a fucking senior
I
high schooler.
fucking love Superbad.
Dude, Evan bought a Red Bull for Seth.
To get this for me? No, I think Superbad's perfect.
I mean, why can't we just like
I understand
have
what
our
you're saying.
boners sticking out?
I understand what you're saying.
It's not
in
important. It's just
in the film universe, it's a terrible film.
it's just bullshit.
but it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not what it was
the
supposed to be.
The movie is great. Not much happens in the movie.
Filmography.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a word.
Filmography.
Like
Cinematography.
50 years from now, people are going to see the movie and be like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are idiots.
That's what we did.
I don't know. I still watch Dumb and Dumber all the time.
It was not 50 years ago.
Pretty goddamn close.
20.
Wait for it, though.
Okay.
50
When
years,
I'm
see how you
70.
feel. No. I mean,
Okay.
if that becomes a classic, then I'll be totally happy with my entire childhood. It was
Superbad?
like everything, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
like
already
as a classic
classic.
movie, like
classic.
I think
200
it's
years from
already a
now, they're
classic.
like, that's like hailed as like a best. Like, I'm down. That's fine.
I think it's
Fuck
already
yeah.
a classic, bruh. All right, so where
The
you going?
difficulty of mocap. The
Mocap?
the lady that played Maz.
Lupita Nyong'o, yeah.
Okay.
Dear God, and it was perfect. She did a great job, but I didn't realize the awkwardness. Like, you have a bunch of dots on your face. Everyone has seen
149.
149 dots. She's got one on her lip, butt cheeks, but like you're trying to act. You're trying to act with someone with like lasers on their fucking face, and you're like, hey, little Maz, what's on your chin? Like, how are you supposed to act with that? And I liked how what's her face?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Luigi
Lupita.
Longo.
Lupita.
Luigi. What's the guy?
Say her name out of respect. Lupita.
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 Really? You can't say that? That's
Not after 11.5%. What the fuck you did? I just went fucking ham. Wait, what's his name?
Lupita.
Okay, guys.
her
continue.
name. It's a female.
No,
Continue.
I was looking for.
So damn.
Are you talking about like her trying to act with everyone else?
All right, I'm moving on to the last
But those
thing.
headsets,
Well, you
those
didn't even
fucking
finish your
headgears.
statement.
Have
What are
you
you
seen
talking
those
about?
things? Have you seen the fucking headgear they
Yeah,
wear?
that's sweet.
crazy shit.
It's
awesome.
No, that's the whole point. It's awkward. It's difficult. She killed it. But she
They
really
all
had
killed
to.
it. The acting was so good.
She had to get over that, and I understand why. Because I don't know how everyone that talked to her, like
I see what you mean.
Harrison Ford's talking to this. She had that fucking thing on her face and just like
I don't know
And
if
she
Harrison
was
Ford is a
walking
good
around on her
example
knees
though.
because she was supposed to be
how
short,
about Daisy Ridley fucking and the rest of them dealing with this shit? Harrison Ford's been in movies for his whole life. We're
Yeah.
talking about like newer actors being able to pull that shit. Like, oh, what the fuck is it? What this shit you're wearing? Like, that's impressive, and they nailed it.
Yeah.
Like Harrison Ford, great.
everything
Yeah.
was perfect.
Harrison Ford can do everything.
It's
He's
just
fucking Harrison Ford.
Smeagol, whatever fuck.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Harrison Ford, he addressed in the special features. He addressed the Harrison wants Han to be killed off thing,
Yeah, he did.
which was cool because we all thought Harrison doesn't want to be
everyone
Han
was
Solo. He wants Han Solo to
heartbroken.
die.
He wasn't that.
That's not the case. He said that by the end of Empire, the character Han Solo was intriguing, but got to a point where he didn't play any more importance in the role, and he felt like he didn't need to be in the movie. It's not that he wanted his character to be killed. It was just that he didn't feel
Han
like
ran
it.
his course.
Han was
Yeah.
done. He did his thing, and he's over.
Pass the torch on. Like,
Which
someone
was
needs
cool
this
because we've been
role.
saying for like 20, 30 years, it's like Harrison didn't even want to be Han Solo. I can't believe he came back for this shit.
But it would have been. I think it would have worked better if Han Solo, the character, sacrificed himself in Episode 6 or something like that. They brought him back from the carbonite, went to Jabba, saved him, and then during the battle of fucking Endor or whatever the hell you want to talk about,
But what they did-
the battle of Yavin when they're trying to do the power converter
it was
shit. Endor.
You're right.
But no, like if he sacrificed himself in that to save other, it would have been like, dude, that's the pinnacle of fucking Han. He went from scoundrel, asshole, bitch to you're
Captain,
frozen
the general,
to
yeah.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, like this, if you take it a look outside of Han Solo, this introduced that struggle for Kylo Ren, like a true struggle.
Yeah.
You couldn't have that confrontation with anybody but his father. Like
It's
you
true.
couldn't have the story like, oh,
Could have killed Leia.
It's well, Leia's not a combat person. She's never been a combat person. She's always been a commander. Like that, since we've known her, and
She shouldn't be general, by the way.
Whatever.
She should be like a fucking
but
diplomat.
she's royalty to me.
She's up to
To me, she's Walter. I want to know his backstory too.
So
Why
do
is he
I.
a friend of the
I really want
Skywalkers?
him to,
Why
I
does he
really
know
want him
Leia?
to be like an old Jedi.
Yeah.
It's Bail Organa.
Maybe it's the old jackass from the
So
Thrawn
Bail
trilogy.
Organa might show up in
Oh no!
in Rogue One?
I hope not.
Why?
Oh, in Rogue One, yes.
Rogue
sorry.
One. Yeah.
I started commenting before you said that.
No,
I thought you were
Rogue
going to say
One.
episode.
No,
I
in Rogue
thought
One.
you were gonna say
All right, so I know this
episode
is something you want to talk about. Like, can we just transition into Rogue One,
Yeah, we can.
please?
Sure.
Because I have like every time I watch the trailer, I watched it before I came here. Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
So excited.
shrieking, terror,
it's like
shouting,
he said,
screaming.
It's gonna be dark as fuck. It looks so dark.
So
and I
happy.
love it.
I'm so happy.
Like there's so many questions I have, thousands of them, which is what I want going into. Like I don't want to see a trailer where I've seen all of the good parts.
Yeah.
I want to have so many fucking questions that makes me want to go watch the movie.
It's going to be a totally different feel. It's not going to have to do with the Skywalkers. I'm really excited for.
He turned to streaming off anyway.
We have a good question in the message boards.
Yes.
So he said, I don't know what his name's, Jägermeister.
LA
said-
Gamer.
Yeah.
Close enough.
He said, what other anthology films would you guys want? We know Rogue One and the Han Solo film.
Right.
Kerner said Yoda and Obi-Wan. And I would actually really fucking love a Yoda one.
I
a
honestly,
backstory.
It
I
could
want to
be-
see.
I don't think it
wanna
could
see,
be a movie, though.
I want to see
Right.
Qui-Gon.
It would have to be a
because
trilogy.
did you guys read the early books of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan?
Young
I haven't,
Jedi?
but
Like-
Young
Young
Jedi series?
Jedi, yeah.
Yeah. I fucking just Qui-Gon's calm demeanor. Like I would love to see, especially if it was Liam Neeson. But like I would love to see that character come back
Dude, yeah.
in the movies.
He's like, you're a Sith?
But especially
Fuck
if
off.
it's the Liam Neesons.
Yeah.
Neil.
The Liam Neesons.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
terms of anthology films, Yoda would have to be like a trilogy in and of itself.
As long as he doesn't do any backflips.
He's 1,000 fucking years old.
No
see
backflips
Plagueis.
though. No backflips.
Plagueis.
Plagueis would be good, but
Plagueis
Plagueis
is not
hasn't been
canon
introduced. Plagueis
could
hasn't.
be.
But Plagueis hasn't been introduced in the series yet. Like this is not canon. Like it hasn't been introduced as
Darth
somebody you know.
Bane has been introduced into a series. He's in the Clone
he
Wars
really?
as a ghost.
Barely, though.
He's in the last episode and he talks to Yoda. Darth Bane fucking talks to Yoda as a Force ghost.
I'm on the last season finally.
I spoiled the shit out of it then.
No, it's
No,
fine.
it's not a bit. It's not a big.
No, it's fine.
Scene,
It's okay. It's okay. My roommate ruined like 2 episodes in a row, so it's fine. He's like, "Oh yeah, he dies in the end." I was like, "I haven't seen this season." He's like, "Oh,
But who dies,
Right.
Yoda?
no, it wasn't Yoda. It was I don't know, it was a clone trooper or some shit."
Oh, okay.
I was like, "I haven't seen this yet. Thank you for just telling me what's happened." Like spoilers don't bother me because to me, like the story being told is what's more interesting than the surprises.
Right.
Surprises are good, but
I know this anthology film is already rumored to be the third one, but Boba Fett.
that'd be awesome.
Because I'm obsessed
Maybe.
with the Mando culture from Republic Commando, and we don't see anything
But
from
do you
Boba
think they're gonna pull that
after
culture out of it,
episode
though?
2. I hope that something similar, but we don't. But
Because
there's
you
a
know,
few,
like example, like his armor is rumored to be stolen. I mean, not like the armor he gets from. It's stolen armor. His dad wasn't Mandalorian. He was a bounty hunter.
Jango's
Or his dad-
Mandalorian.
Jango's
Was he? Was he?
Yeah.
I see. I thought it was just stolen armor.
No, he's like the Mandalorian.
Okay.
He's the only one left.
People don't fuck with him though. No, there's Mandalorians all over the place.
Yeah.
2 or
and then,
3.
and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
die.
yeah, yeah.
There's
In
a
the
whole
Clone Wars.
side
In the
plot
Clone
in
Wars,
Clone
yeah.
Wars. Yeah, on
and then
Mandalore,
they
which is
die
stupid.
because they're idiots.
But yeah, no, Boba Fett,
Never
because we
trust a
leave
Sith.
him when he's 12,
right.
and then we don't see him again until he's behind
Dead.
Darth Vader, fucking
Till
capturing Han Solo.
he happens to float away in the trash because he's clever, and then he dies. That's
He's
all
so
he did.
clever that he dies.
But yet he's still like, who doesn't like Boba Fett?
I like Boba Fett.
I love Boba Fett.
Most people
I
don't like
shouldn't, but I fucking love Boba Fett.
All right, we're gonna end on a non-Star Wars thing.
Oh.
Because I saw a
Good, 'cause I hate Star
hashtag
Wars.
trending motherfucker. I don't know what the kids call it these days.
Trending
That
sounds like the hot word.
Men in Black
Oh,
Oh boy.
what?
and 21 Jump Street mashup film has been approved. Like it's happening.
Seriously?
So it's gonna be called MIB 23. Yeah.
What the
Like
fuck?
a
How's that
real
gonna
like
happen?
in theaters
Yeah.
film?
Yeah.
How's that gonna work?
They'll make it work.
I'm
you know how people are these
working
days.
it right now.
Working.
Damn, that's crazy.
Is that? But that's super interesting. So you're just gonna these two guys that have been in 21 and 22. They're just gonna infiltrate. What do they call it? Section 6. So Section 6 don't even exist.
Men in Black
Yeah, Men in
headquarters.
Black, bitch. So they're gonna. I'm assuming they're just gonna infiltrate that shit and be undercover alien fucks.
Wow.
Alien fucks.
So
That's crazy.
It blew my mind. I saw that today and I was just like, doesn't even wait? What? Well, what?
It's wild.
Yeah, that's very. I hope Revan's in it. Yeah.
Do you like Revan at all? I
Anyways,
can't ever tell.
Do you like Bane? I'm not sure.
Let's just say every Pokemon that I ever caught in Pokemon Red was named Revan. You want to give him a nickname? Yep. Fucking
Revan 1, Revan 2, Revan 3.
bunch of Revan, more Revans. So
Fire
awesome.
Revan, Water Revan, Electric Revan.
Electric Revan.
Grass.
Grassroots Revan.
Dark Revan.
Light Revan.
Whoa.
Stout Revan. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning
Bourbon
in.
Revan.
Rogue Squadron Podcast. If you want to keep, this is the most drunk, hammered we've been in a long time on.
I'm
an
not
episode.
even hammered though. Like I said,
I think it's just him.
It's a
not.
head
It's not
buzz.
hammered. It's 4
Happy?
12% beers.
Happy.
It's like it's halfway between like drunk and high, kind of. Like it's just
Right.
weird. It's just I don't.
We could
there
have
it
made
is.
that happen next time. We'll make it happen.
We could. Yeah.
It's right
But
here.
it's just this weird middle ground, and I don't know what to think of anything right now.
Well, everybody, if you guys have
These
been,
beers are like what?
if you guys have been drunk on hard liquor, you have that head buzz.
This is
Yeah.
not like
But
hard
we-
liquor, though.
It is.
okay.
The
So,
drunk,
so
the-
like hard liquor, when I do hard liquor, I just take it all to the face. So
you do hard liquor? I usually drink
I
it.
don't.
This tastes like it's to the face.
When I do, it's
Or
like
feels like
it's
it's to
just
the
like
face.
it hits me so hard that I'm blackout within like an hour. I don't do hard
No,
liquor
this-
for a reason.
Hard liquor, I've done it like twice, and it always hits me like right between my eyes, and that's the buzz that I got going on right now.
So
Well, they were bourbon barrels. So.
yeah, but thanks for sticking with us through all of this nonsense. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Like we always say, feel free to go back, check out the older episodes. Everything is free on iTunes.
And
We
hilarious.
we have episodes, we have interviews, we have fanboy commentary where we inject our own little custom commentary along to the Star Wars movies, and we've also done the 4 terribly awful 90s Batman films.
That we just finished.
We just finished, and honestly, like Batman and Robin, like I was listening to a few pieces without the movie even on, and I was wetting myself. So freaking hilarious. So if you love Batman and you're embarrassed to watch the 90s films, watch it anyways. Throw our commentary on because it's gonna bring a whole new light to it.
A whole new life.
Exactly.
And we're gonna
like
get you
that.
synced up. If you guys are confused, you put
Yes.
in your DVD, and we'll time you down, and we'll start on the same spot, and we'll get you synced up. So
Yes.
it's pretty easy. But yeah, you'll laugh your asses off along with goddamn Rip Taylor. What's his name?
Rip Taylor.
Rip Torn. He's in that Men in Black. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
Men in
talking
Black. Yeah. Intergalactic Kegger.
about. Oh my god! Thank you guys
favorite line.
for tuning in.
RogueSquadronPodcast.com, at RogueSquadronPod on social media. Hit us up. A new fan and Q&A is going to be coming along soon, so make sure you're aware of that. Ask us questions. We'll try to answer them if we don't drink 12% beers.
Or they'll try and drink 12% of your beers and then answer them.
Okay, that's it. My ears are sweating.
Dude, shit, it's hot here, but
know.
It is fucking nuts. Busting duts.
Jeez.
Rustin struts.
Roasting.
Struts.
Roasting struts.
Holy shit.
Oh. Let me pick my ass out of my ass.
Yeah, I know. I need to get an air conditioner for you. Or a fan or something. Oh man, you know what? You want to bet she put the heat on?
Who?
Nina Testa.
She's home?
Yeah.
She seriously put the heat on?
That's what it feels like to me.
Dude, it's 110 degrees up here.
It was not this hot earlier. I feel heat coming from the vent.
Jesus, Nina.
Here's your thing.
So
Oh, we're still live.
hot in here. Get some of that. Get some of that phone back.
Oh yeah.
Phone action.
You done fucked up your phone, bro.
Yeah, I really fucked it up.
You were definitely sober.
I was. That's the worst.